Ia ka tau toko na vanua I nrao ka na rorisi una ni kua. Sa mga mamoto ko na inono ni matalitu. Na gabi toka ni patakataka. Sa niya musa yago tumay na sibi na ni kua ina kay tabi. Yung balitiano na buku ni bibatori na kita tau toko nrao ka.
Hindi na. Ta kadibisa ko na kamunanga. Kamunanga baturanga. Sana abekang. Na lomasakan ni nonto tu wonu ramba. Kamay tu sa kinay na singani ko. Kalimsa na mabni na. Ana musa ni kamunang.
To the directors of Barefoot Collection and the Crystal Blue Safari, Momo Natundaviti, sir, head of the consortium, members of the delegation from overseas, including the government delegation, and Dr. Peter Worth and his band of merry henchmen. Ladies and gentlemen, Bulminaka, and a very good afternoon to all of you. It's indeed a pleasure to be here this afternoon now at Barefoot Manta Resort. I remember coming here about 5 years ago, and it's a very different place now. And it's a pleasure to be here to open the much-awaited and newly built Life Under the Sea Marine Science and Education Center. At this time also, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to pay tribute to the Delaniavu, Nailesu, and the Vanua Noviti, and the Turaganaratu Natu Naviti, who was instrumental in the efforts towards marine conservation and community partnership towards the actual initiative. Ladies and gentlemen, to be here today to officially open this Life Under the Sea Marine Science and Education Center is extremely, extremely special. I think it should be special to all Fijians, because it is at the heart of everything that we do. I've been actually informed that this Science and Education Center has already attracted interest from other resorts around Fiji, across Fiji, and also the Pacific Islands, and countries with a view to replicating what is actually this particular facility to several more sites in the region. Now, science is especially important in our efforts to protect our marine ecosystem and the solution to the challenges that we actually face. With this 2018 being the International Year of the Reef, and also in combination with Fiji's presidency of COP23, it is extremely important that we educate our communities and the rest of the world on the importance of the reef system that surrounds us. And today's oceans are under threat from great stress, and pressures from a growing human population are increasing, with fishing and shipping and recreation and crowding into regions of abundant shellfish and other active fisheries. Climate change, ladies and gentlemen, is being felt from the coastal waters that we enjoy to the major oceans, and therefore this education and awareness on the dangers of many types of plastic, rubbish, and chemicals that affect our marine life and coral reef is actually critical. For this reason, the message and the teachings must reach everyone, and of all ages in our own community. So it starts at home. In a recent study that was conducted by the Wildlife Conservation Society, and marine ecology consulting, facts show that the marine environment is a vital resource for Fiji's tourism industry. And at times the efforts of the industry and the communities alike to conserve and to improve it go unrecognized. But the Fijian government actually recognizes this, and I stand here today to say a big vinakabaglevu to all of you for keeping our pristine marine environment. And thank you to Barefoot Manta Resort and everyone involved in this particular project. The government, ladies and gentlemen, will continue to provide an enabling environment to establish and regularize and promote MCAs. And however, government cannot do this work alone. It is something that it requires the support from all the stakeholders, and this is a classic example. The Fijian Tourism Development Plan that we have also has a number of strategies which are currently being implemented for the protection of our reef and our marine areas, and today's event actually contributes to all of that. These strategies, as I said earlier, it includes raising awareness on the marine conservation and the establishment of marine protected areas to help protect and conserve our environment. And through our concerted efforts, ladies and gentlemen, we are able to stand on par with other nations and international commitments towards biodiversity and protection and sustainable fisheries. We also commemorate today, ladies and gentlemen, World Oceans Day, and the day is the official UN designated International Day of celebrating our oceans, which we all know is such a vital and important thing for us. On the 8th of June every year, we celebrate the ocean and its importance in our lives, and remembering as to how we can actually protect it. And just to give you a few facts, which are very important, our planet comprises 71% of oceans. And it is the most important life support system on Earth. And almost all humans on Earth are dependent on the ocean's natural resources. And half of the world's population live within 200 kilometers of the coastline. And oceans produce around 50% of the oxygen that is necessary for human survival. And therefore, the sustainable use and the management of these resources and the oceans is critical for today and for all the future generations. Ladies and gentlemen, our fish supply makes up the greatest percentage of the world's protein consumed by humans, making the oceans critical for food security. It is concerning also that most of the world's major fisheries are being fished at levels that are way above the maximum sustainable level, with a number of fish stocks that are completely depleted, thus contributing to the declining fish stocks worldwide. We must then strike a balance between meeting the food security needs of our people, while at the same time we must ensure that we depend that which we depend on is done in a sustainable fashion. We must also have to increase our efforts to fight illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing, which are serious crimes, because they are also a cause of a huge threat, the collapse of our resources. With our wealthy diversity that we have and such vast unexplored oceans right here on our doorstep, the current and the new generation of marine fisheries ocean scientists have to be encouraged and supported to discover and explore new opportunities of the marine environment, and to also meet the challenges of food security and poverty and unemployment. We must not ever take it for granted. Ladies and gentlemen, our ocean environment holds solutions to our current challenges, and the driver really has to be today's youth. The aspirations of today needs to come from our youth. The global leaders also of tomorrow. And let us be sure that we don't deny them that opportunity. With those words also, ladies and gentlemen, and I must add also that, this is a wonderful, opportune time to do this. Fiji as a nation is actually in a very historical position. We are currently carrying the COP23 presidency. So this, what we're doing today, is in line with and in conjunction with, and shows what we can do to the rest of the world. Our Honorable Prime Minister is the current COP president, and he can tell the rest of the world that this is what we're doing in our own backyard. He can make them sit up and take notice. So you can see the level of importance that something like this carries with respect to our whole nation. And I'm happy, this is in the West, that's where I come from, and I'm happy also, this is starting at Barefoot Manta. So I thank all of you, each and every one of you that has been involved in this particular project. And I know there's been several things in between. It's taken a little while to get there, but we've gotten there. So big binagwalebu to everybody. It gives me great pleasure today to officially open the Life Under the Sea Marine Science and Education Center. And I wish you all a very happy World Oceans Day. Binagwalebu.